The history of vodka is not 100% clear. According to the Gin and Vodka Association, or GVA, the first documented vodka distillery was around 1174 AD. Both Russia and Poland believe that vodka was first discovered in their countries. Still to this day, that debate continues. So, what is vodka? Let us first figure out what the name means. The name vodka is a diminutive form of the Slavic word voda, which means water, but it is interpreted as little water or small water. Vodka is a distilled product from a fermented mash of wheat, grain, potato or grapes. Vodkas have an alcoholic content of 40% to 50% alcohol by volume. Vodka is often described as a distilled spirit produced without any distinctive character, aroma or taste. The only requirement for producing vodka is to treat neutral spirits in such a manner as to render it completely free from any trace of distinctive characteristics. Most vodkas do, however, have a slight scent or taste that accompanies it. There are three main factors within vodka production. The first main factor is what is the mash made of. The mash is what the body of the vodka is created from. This is why the mash is very important. The next major factor is what type of still is used. Column stills produce alcohols through a single pass because they essentially redistill the product. Pot stills produce a product that contains flavor and aroma. These are characteristics that a vodka producer does not want in their product. Typically, a vodka producer who uses a pot still will need to redistill the product. Both column still and pot still producers will always filter the vodka. This will ensure the product has diminished characteristics. The next major factor is filtration. Filtration is the process in which our impurities are removed from the vodka. Activated carbon, or charcoal, seems to have the largest impact on vodka and other spirits, or at least it is the most commonly used filtration method. Charcoal filtration can remove color, as well as flavor and impurities. The amount of times a vodka is filtrated is another key to producing a vodka. The mash, what type of still, and the filtration method are three main aspects of a vodka. Next, let's discuss flavoring. Vodkas can be classified as straight vodkas or flavored vodkas. Flavored vodkas have become very popular within the last 20 to 30 years. Even though flavored vodkas have always existed through a process called infusion. Today, almost all packaged flavored vodkas are made from plain vodka, which is then doctored with extracts or chemical blends. Some of these vodkas will even promote infusion on the bottle. The truth is that very few flavored vodkas are produced with real fruit. Before or after distillation, some bars and restaurants develop their own infusion or steeping method to create their very own flavored vodkas. Next, let's discuss serving vodka. Vodkas can be served in numerous ways. But let's start at the beginning. Vodkas were traditionally served in short small glasses, usually frozen or frosted and finished in one gulp. Very similar to a shot. Today, we find more and more people interested in sipping on vodka. Most of the time, when a person orders a vodka martini, they do not even want vermouth in it. However, you should always ask. Vodka should be served in either a frozen vodka sipping glass, a brandy snifter, or a tulip glass. High-grade vodkas can be stored in a freezer, so that the vodka is already chilled and does not need to be shaken or stirred. Our final discussion will be about cuisine and what vodka pairs well with. Vodka is unique in the fact that it is able to adapt to all types of cuisine. It is most popular with caviar. Also, vodka is extremely good with smoked salmon, shellfish, and especially oysters. From a bar standpoint, pickles, olives, onions and most cheeses do very well with vodka.